Why, hello there, Europeans and colonized. I can't even bring myself to say it. Colonized nations alike. Shams Nelson here from Pen and Blade. And in this episode, I'm kind of just doing this so I can test this new setup. Some of you guys apparently don't much care for the what's it called? The more digital tutorials, which I think are cleaner and stuff. But this is, so I thought I'd see if I could do a setup for a more, old school pen and paper type map drawing video and see what you guys think. So I thought it would be fun to map out Europe in a very simple way and just try to get what the main, it's annoying because you can't really see the main rivers here. They all kind of blend together. But I was going to try to put in the main mountain ranges and rivers and just kind of talk about the geography and kind of maybe even reinterpret it in a fantasy, from a fantasy perspective. Like what would I do if I saw this map and it didn't have any meaning to me? Where would I put things? What would I, like, how would I interpret it and stuff like that? So yeah, so I feel like Europe is a tough place to start, but it'll be a good way to look at simplifying and, creating a map that's, I don't know, not just completely random. So the first thing I would do is look at the basic shapes. I mean, we got a little, so can you even see this stuff? There we go. Okay, let's see. You got a little Spain, and then you got, like the main part of Europe. Then you got a Scandinavia coming up in here, right? And then you got a little Italy going down in there. Some Greece next to the Italy. There's going to be a Black Sea right around there. And then we've got, right, like Turkey. This is what, the Caucasus or something. And then there's another, the Caspian Sea right around here. So this is a cool little peninsula or connection way. I know the other big one, of course, is Istanbul, Constantinople. What was it? Byzantium. A place of many names. And then we've got North Africa. All right. I don't know, this doesn't look like much now, but that's okay. And then that's it. So let's end our map with the Ural Mountains, which almost go straight up and down, but it's got a little bit of an S to it. And then there's like, so this should actually, the Caspian Sea. So those should be up here. And then it hits kind of the Caspian Sea. And then there's like a lot of mountains right here. This is the Persian Gulf. And you have something like that with a little V shape. There. Done. Wasn't this a great video? All right. At least we could do one section of the thing. I might just go straight into pen from here. And it probably will not look very much. Oh yeah, we forgot about England and all those. So that's somewhere around here. So I'll move this a little further back. And I'm not going to really worry about, and we got an Iceland up here, about the details. It might not look exactly like like Europe when we're done, but basically the main land masses. So I'm going to start off actually with the mountains. This is the simplest and to me the most interesting as far as how it affects geography. The main things I look at is large mountain ranges that subdivide the map into smaller areas. So a big one or a small one that has a big impact, the Pyrenees, which is going to make this whole area isolated from the rest. And then you've got these Alps, which is going to isolate Italy from Northern Europe and the rest over there. And also the Ural Mountains, which I feel like they don't do as much to divide the two sides, but I mean Asia from Europe, but looks still pretty important. I don't really know much about Carpathian Mountains. Let's see, where are they coming from? We got the Balkans and the Carpathians. They're all around here. It's creating like a valley area right around there, which is kind of, it seems like it would be a happy, fertile land. And then we've got these set of mountain ranges here, which is just going to divide Europe. What is this? Oh, the Caucasus Mountains divide Europe from Asia and that place. So if I were to choose which mountain ranges I want to emphasize, I'm going to choose We're going to go Caucasus. We're going to go Pyrenees. We're going to go Alps. We're going to go Ural. And the Carpathian. Let's go Carpathian. All right. So almost like this whole little section can be very easily accessed via sea between these, this peninsula, that peninsula, and this peninsula, and these islands, which are very significant. Sicily as well, and Crete and all these guys. They have a large connection. Moving north, and this is what you actually kind of find in history, there's the Danube River. Danube, somewhere around, it goes like that, somewhere around here. And basically north of that was barbarian lands as far as the Romans were concerned. And so that was kind of a natural barrier between Roman-controlled lands and barbaric, Celtic and other type lands. So that's going to, like, so if I was creating a fantasy map, I could see this being like I may make it be a pirate region, like Pirates of the Caribbean, the Pirates of the Mediterranean. And also these Atlas Mountains. Let's put that, because this is going to be another pirate hub, which really connects more to Europe than it does to Africa, because we're going to have the Sahara Desert and stuff down here. And there's just going to be a lot more like resources and trade and stuff. I mean, look at this right here. Is that even on the thing? Not really. Hold on. Right there. I mean, you could basically swim across there. I've actually been to Tangier, to the point that's closest to Gibraltar or whatever. You can see the other side. I wouldn't want to swim it, but if I had to, I think I could. So, but the point is, yeah, it's almost like this area, due to the mountainous regions to the south, this area is really kind of considered more part of Europe, I would think, than Africa, because it would be more easily accessible through Europe than Africa, through the Mediterranean, or for North Africa, I guess is fine. All right, so what am I going to do from this here? Let's see. I don't know. Let's just start drawing some mountains and see what happens, I don't think it's too big a deal. So we can start with the Atlas Mountains over here. I'm just going to keep them simple. Should I be narrating when I talk to this? I've been to the Atlas Mountains. We went on a trip to Morocco with my family. And the thing I remember most about them is feeling sick from all the windy roads for hours. My dad, and he's a reasonably aggressive driver because he's trying to cover like tons of land every day, or tons of what's it called? Like, we're trying to get across the whole country. So I already don't. This looks nothing like, it's okay. This is gonna be a crazy makeshift version of, because look at this. We're supposed to have like Algeria, Tunisia, and like something else over here, but there isn't enough room. So we're going straight to Egypt from Morocco, which is exciting. Whatever. All right. The one thing I remember the most about the Atlas Mountains and that whole adventure is we got to this one place where there was a stream that was about that. It was really shallow, like that shallow. And in it were tons of snakes, literally this big. Just like hundreds of snakes that size. I was picking them up, maybe even longer, but that thin. Picking them up, playing with them. It was great. Also, they have goats and trees, which you can just look up. And these goats are adept tree climbers. It's amazing. They can get out on these little tiny branches way out in the trees. Like, you have a tree like this, right? And literally there's a goat right here. And you're like, what? What? That's ridiculous. All right. All right. So now we've got, what's it called? The Iberian Peninsula right over here. I'm not going to worry about it too much. And the main thing we like about this Iberian Peninsula is that it's got its mountains dividing it from the rest of Europe. Okay. So that's cool. So like now, if I was looking at this from a fantasy perspective, if this was a random map, oops, I gotta stick to the, what's it called? The size that I've created for this map, even if it's not accurate. So I gotta remember that. Okay, so right now I'm thinking like these two regions are either I would either make them like at war with each other. You know, this one, like this feels like it's one package. If I was the king of either one of these things, I probably want to own the other one because it'd be a nice. And then imagine if you control, like, let's say you just put like a bunch of ships here on both sides. Why not? You're rich. And now no one can get through there without either getting bombarded by your ships or paying a high tax. So if you want to trade, if you want to get your goods anywhere along these shores, you're going to pay that tax. So that's going to be a nice little spot for us to conquer, you know, when we get around to finding the time for it. Now, one thing I really like is Corinth. So I don't think you'll be able to see it on this map. It says Corinth, but you won't be able to see it. It's right there anyways. And basically, let's draw our own Corinth. So there's like a little, I think this is the Spartan lands. Right? What is it called? Peloponnesian Peninsula, right? Peloponnesus, right? So that's where the Spartans were at. And then it's actually connected, right? I'm pretty sure it's connected, so I should have actually not had that there. But anyways, we'll put a certain city right there. That's Corinth, somewhere right there. And it's basically the Constantinople of Greece, right? That's what I would say. I feel like Corinth is the underappreciated of the three kind of great cities of ancient Greece, which I would think would be Athens, Sparta, and Corinth. Or Corinth, or whatever, Corinthia. Mount Olympus is marked up here. That's interesting. Cool. All right, whatever. And then we got our Constantinople, which is going to be somewhere around here. It says Thrace. The Thracians. I don't know too. I forget about the Thracians. What are they? Were they the? I think they were supposed to be. What's it called? Troy. A lot of people thought that city wasn't real, and I think the new consensus is that it was. I'm not 100% sure if a definite location has been agreed upon, identified and agreed upon or not. But so right here, and I don't think those two are touching, yeah, as far as I can tell, which it makes it actually better because basically you've got the Black Sea. So this is like another Gibraltar type deal, because if you want to get in here and trade anywhere along the Black Sea, Sea of Azov, cool. And then does the Caspian Sea, where is that? Does that drain into anywhere? We've got a nice big delta, the Volga Delta, which I don't know too much about. Here's a Volga River. I'm wondering if it probably doesn't. It probably is the drainage. That's what makes it a sea as opposed to a lake. Is that right? If there's things draining out, like if there's these two rivers, I'm assuming, Sir Darva and Amu Darva, whatever that is, they're both going into this Aral Sea. If there was an outwards thing, if I was going into another sea, like if that was going into Caspian Sea, I feel like that would be Aral Lake. This would be a Caspian Sea. I don't know. Let me know if you guys are aware of how that works exactly. And if you are, then I'd be interested in learning. So we've got some Caucasus Mountains. It's going to be the greater and lesser ones. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I don't see the connection. Nope. I don't think so. Cool. So where is that going to go? To the west of the Black Sea? Oh, man. All right. I think I might stop this video now. And I know it hasn't reached a fitting conclusion, but maybe it'll be interesting here. Let's add the Alps right here. Let's add the rest of our mountain ranges. And then I'll probably erase I'll erase the what's it called? The pencil marks. And if you guys want me to continue working on this map, then let me know in the comments and I will consider it for sure. But otherwise, I don't know, maybe it'll just be kind of like, this is a fun thing for you guys to do. Just open up an Atlas or go on Google Maps or whatever, find a page, a region that you're interested in. I would look at the geographical version instead of the geographic. Like this is the political map. Look at the physical map, not the political map. That's what it is. And then kind of like recreating as you're drawing, I feel like you'll come up with stuff and ideas, and you'll start to see it in different ways and all that stuff. But also let me know what you thought of this format of video. Do you prefer it over the ones that have that are like, you know, recording off my iPad and stuff, or do you not? I guess that's it. Peace, God bless, and stay fantastic, everyone.